I've been here for 30 fucking minutes at 10:10. How about yo, 2 plays, nobody talks. How about that?
The West 4th Street courts, also known simply as the Cage, have been an integral part of New York basketball culture in the Greenwich Village neighborhood. The courts get their moniker from the high chain-link fences that surround the smaller-than-regulation court space. Players and spectators from all the boroughs come to play, hang out, and sip Gatorades bought at the 7-Eleven around the corner.
When we came down here, we meaning black folks,
Yeah. Black folks from.
all over every borough.
Yeah.
This park was built, look how small it is.
Yeah.
It was built for the Italian kids that live in the neighborhood so they could have some place to play. Put this on the thing. I'm from California. I came here in 1977 and I ain't left here since then. But before I came here, this park was built for the Italian kids that live in it. This whole neighborhood is ran, and don't you get it twisted, by the Italians, and they'll put you and your mama and everybody in the East River without even thinking about it. This is their area. They have let us survive here. The only reason we survive here is because of our resilience. We came here and the middle of the court was filled with black tar. What does that mean? Get your black ass out of here because we don't want you here. We scraped that off and we continue playing. There was a time, there's a light right up there. When that light was on, it would illuminate this park like daytime. So we would go down to the garage and boogie all night and leave there and come back here and play 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We're playing basketball. Motherfucker, get down on my ball. They didn't want that. So, the Gatteria, see you across the street there? All of that was a Italian restaurant.
Oh, really?
He put on himself to shut this down. He wanted to make that area back there behind the park a monument park. What are you gonna make a monument park for? To get the niggas out from down here. They have done everything that they have wanted to try to do to move up. But it took me, Magic, and all these people here. I know the handballers made that wall like a girl. That thing had divots in it and the whole shit in it. We had to come out here with the scaffolds and all that junk.
It had what in it?
Holes and everything.
Okay.
From where we had to come here and put that back so they can play. The handballers here. In all of America, the baddest handballs in America come from West 4th Street Park. Nobody is better than the people that play here.
The sense of community at the Cage is palpable. Players of all ages are welcome on the court. If you're irregular, you're irregular. Age is not indicative of how you're treated or which games you can play in. Kids as young as 11 and 12 run up and down the court alongside teenagers and old heads that have been coming to the court for years. There's a strong sense of respect for the oldest players, and the youngest players have the habit of imitating the teenagers.
Yeah, he looks up to me. Like, a lot of the young kids look up to me because they know that I have skill. And, you know, like, I joke around with them. I treat them like little brothers because I have a little brother of my own, you know. So I don't talk down to the kids. Like, you know, they basically play around with the kids. They rough them up and just basically building them up for the stepping stones. And that's how they elevate themselves to be better because these kids are shooting from behind the three-point line. This is like NBA range three-point line, you know. This is NBA range three-point line. And these kids are shooting from there. And, you know, and like they're actually making shots. So that shows that, you know, them being around the older guys and feeling like they're being talked down on so much is going to make them go even harder. And, you know, say, okay, I want to show this older guy that I can make this shot. Why can't I make this shot? You know, and even like the younger ones that come in, you got kids that are like this small who like actually know how to hoop. And that just all goes to show how the parents are pushing the kids, how much the parents push the kids. And like the effort of how everybody in this park as a community are helping the younger ones try to elevate themselves and grow as, you know, young children into teenagers and then finally into adults, you know, so it's just how it works.
Despite the watchful eyes of the tourists and the spectators from outside the cage, the dynamic still holds. Rather than trampling younger players to show off for the spectators, older players keep the game inclusive. When two 11-year-olds joined a game, one on each team, young adult players didn't hesitate to pass them the ball, encouraging them to score. As the 11-year-olds aggressively posted up on each other and swiped for steals, they talked trash just like the older players. "He can't guard me, he can't guard me," one of the boys yelled as he got into position on the three-point line, begging for the ball.
One time, I had the ball, right? And then a guy, he came to strip it from me, but he elbowed me, and like he slapped me, and I called foul. Then a whole argument started, like, that's why they shouldn't play, that's why, like, this is not cool. I was like, okay, fine, and let's just finish the game. And that game, I ended it with, like, it was next point wins, and I ended it with my shot. And then that's like, that changed. That was like the first game that changed everybody's mind. Like, oh wow, damn, like we shouldn't sleep on him.
But kids weren't always allowed on the West 4th Street courts, and some of the older players attribute the inclusivity to a change in the quality of play.
Honestly, this is not even a park anymore. It's like a community center for all of us. You know, we're all regulars around here. I actually have the West 4th Street tattooed on my arm.
Oh wow. Now they let even like the younger kids play on the full court, right?
Yeah, I mean the games have definitely gotten softer.
Softer?
Yeah. People have definitely gotten more lenient with who plays and who doesn't. In my time, there was no kids allowed. It was a men's game out there when I was growing up.
Do you think that like the younger players are influenced a lot by the older players? Do you think that's kind of part
Of course. I mean, this is where I was. You know, my DNA, my basketball pedigree has been home right here. You know, I grew up playing here as a child my entire life. So the guys before me, the adults, the men that played here before me, you know, I was watching growing up. So I got my game, my attitude, my demeanor, my toughness from watching, you know, the guys out there on the basketball court. So of course, you know, the younger generation who come here frequently, they're gonna learn from these guys that are playing before them, the generation above them.
Although players come and go and the style of play changes over time, certain regulars continue the legacy of the cage. One is known as Worthy, a true OG that has been running the courts for so long that no one really remembers how he got there. Worthy keeps track of the list, the entry point for any player who wants to join a pickup game at the courts. He is also the chief mediator when a fight breaks out on the court, which happens pretty often.
The person that runs this park, Worthy, that's my grandfather.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I make sure that no side
How did Worthy end up running the park?
I don't know. They had this park for a long time. When I started playing here, I was in 8th grade.
Wow. So you came with your friends here?
I came by myself first.
Why by yourself?
Because when I was in 8th grade, I was living in the Bronx. But I was coming over here to play. Because I played for their summer team. But
Summer team here?
yeah.
For the tournament?
I just started bringing more people that wanted to play ball.
God's plan. I can't do this.
I feel like you know most of the people there. Aaron, like now it's been your
I know everybody here.